Hi there, I'm here to talk about the Aurora Vineyard. So the Aurora Vineyard here behind me, this is actually Blaufränkisch, and this is a good example of what makes this vineyard actually an exceptional vineyard. It's not necessarily the plants or how they're grown. If you look down below, what you can see is the soil here. It doesn't look overall all that impressive. It's not overly rich, and there's a lot of complexities to it, but that's actually what makes it good. What makes this site actually a great site to grow on is the diverse layers that are beneath it. So what we have on top is mostly sand and a lot of sandy loam. Everything here, the shape of the land, what's been deposited, has all been shaped and deposited from glaciers. And that's huge to this region overall. It's why we have the dunes we have, why we have the lakes we have, and it's why we're able to grow what we can grow. It's all about that soil that was deposited, that was left behind, and how it shaped this area overall. This soil, the reason it's valuable is that it both has the stress components we need in that it drains very well so it doesn't overly saturate the roots, but also beneath it there are what we refer to as ribbons of clay. Those ribbons of clay actually help a lot for development early on. They retain a small amount of moisture during those times when it's very dry. This allows us to actually dry farm, which means we don't irrigate. So it allows us to have these sort of stress elements that we can, get the most out of the vines. All these vines, they do really well when they're just a little bit stressed, but not to the point that it actually damages them long term. What we really want to see from a vine is we want to see good growth, but not excessive green growth. We want that focus, all that energy focus, to go towards the reproductive growth or the fruit. So the more stress we put on the vines, they're gonna go towards that reproductive energy focus. And they're also gonna start producing a lot of chemicals through hormonal reactions and a lot of just sort of a cascade of triggering effects from the various actions that we apply to the upper canopy, as well as what's beneath it, the nutrition that's available. And so what this whole complex of a series of events does is it gives us fruit that is expressive. It ends up having a lot of the precursors we need in order to express the aromatics, get everything out of the skins. It allows us to create what is a varietally correct red wine. And here, this is Blaufränkisch.